I'm feeling it now, just like you did. Taking this for you, 'cause I wanna feel like I'm supposed to. I can disappear, but this is what makes me feel so real.
It's all true, it's all true. You know the stream game? I mean,
about it. Yeah. There's 3 cameras on me.
It's fine. Like 4 cameras.
There's so many cameras on me.
He wants all the angles. That's like.
I forgot that he had that in his hand.
Explain to us like the original idea you had for the photo shoot.
Which one?
The when you're talking in the car.
Alright, so that one I just couldn't figure out how to do like today. So I don't know what we're shooting today. We're shooting something though.
We're shooting something. Do you
I have like a backup plan.
Okay.
Which is just part of the series that I do, private interludes, which is just like people in their home. Actually, I'll probably start doing it in like public places, just by themselves, but I shoot it like through windows to have like this like voyeuristic perspective. I'll look through the list. I have just like a laundry list of ideas, and I'll try to figure out if there's one that I feel like the best case scenario is what I want to shoot today is this thing that I've been just like planning. All the shoots that I'm doing now are like a little bit more involved and have like a level of production to it that makes it difficult, especially for having locations agree to let me do it. So like the one that I want to do today is, I can show you the deck. It's at a convenience store, and it's kind of just like it's kind of like a test for like this bigger shoot that I want to do, but it's just one shot of like the exterior of this convenience store, and then you see this like one guy, like the idea is that like he just came back from like playing basketball or something like that. He's in basketball clothes, and then he sees like smoke and haze kind of like billowing out of this convenience store, and like this like warm glow that like is this like surreal scene. And then as soon as he gets in front of the doorway, like he looks and is just kind of like shocked to see what he finds, but you like the audio, you can't see really what's inside, only like he can. So like you just see him like illuminated from like the warm glow, and then there's like people just like around not noticing. He's the only one who really notices. This is just like a terrible drawing to like explain what I want, but this doesn't really look good, so I just like use that in the deck now. So like the deck, I have the concept written out, shot list. For this it's just one photo, mood and tone kind of vibe, and then cast, and then shoot date, and then locations and stuff. But yeah, this isn't too good. Yep, you got it. All right, the boss is coming in like an hour, so we'll come back in an hour. But it's a pretty good spot for it. That'd be great. Dude, the thing about convenience stores is that the owner, boss, never there. That's the biggest problem that I've run into.
Tonight?
Yeah. Either one's okay. I just slightly prefer that one because it's a bit smaller.
That one's smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do. It's okay. I called the other guy when he coming. He's coming after 1 hour. I called him.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
It's okay, you can take it.
Appreciate it, thank you so much. I'll be back here in an hour just to make sure that it's all good.
He starts at 2.
He starts at 2. Would you be here at 2?
Maybe you can be over there.
Okay, so I'll meet you over at the other location at 2. Thank you so much. So the manager said that it was okay. He doesn't work here at night, so he called the person that's going to be doing a shift here at night, which was actually the person that we talked to at the other location. And so it's all good. So we're allowed to shoot here from 9 to 10. But I'm going to go back to the other location to iron it out with him, because I need him to understand like
all the stuff that you're going to do.
Because I can't have everyone pull up and him being like, yo, this is too much, and like leave. So I have to make sure that it's good. And also, I do prefer the other location. Okay. So now that we got an okay, since it's like all under the same ownership, I'm gonna see if it's cool, if we can actually do it over there.
Cool.
Like when you feel like you started like getting good at this, like where you look at photo,
I feel like I started getting good like 2 years ago. Honestly, I feel like lighting changed when I got like the lighting gear that because I'm like real big into lighting. When I figured out I'm kind of tired of the way I light it now. I want to change it, but once I figured out lighting to a certain degree, then I was like stoked. Like one of my favorite my favorite artist of all time, Gregory Crewdson, he has a doc that like changed my life, and like in it, like his whole thing is like incredibly cinematic photos that have like the most amount of production to it. Like if you like look at like a behind the scenes photo or like the set for a photo, it looks like they're making a feature film, but they're just like taking one photo, which is insane. In the doc, he explains how as soon as like he like had his first shoot or whatever with like the lighting, he just like instantly knew what the next like 10 years or whatever of his life was going to be, because like he just felt like he just unlocked something. And like I just feel like that's probably the most exciting thing for him, to be like, oh, light, and then he just kind of like see it through. But on the most small scale version of that was me with my one light, and I'm like, okay, I feel like I can rinse repeat this kind of. I feel so like and this is like so weird to talk about, like I don't love like every time I explain it I feel just like weird about it, but like I think music is just like so clearly the best medium, and it sucks that I have no musical talent in any way. Like I'm just so like moved by the music and also movies that I love, and it like affects me so much that I just kind of like want to replicate the impact for myself in the work that I make. So I want to like, that's kind of like the only thing that I care about, other than obviously it's like, is this a good photo or whatever, but like the main purpose is like trying to like elicit some kind of emotion of me personally, and then hopefully other people. Like super wide, and I want to have like it'd be cool to like have like a group of people right here just hanging out, so I'll have to cast that too. We're at Philippe's. It's the best restaurant in the world.
And what's your order?
I get a beef dip sandwich wet with American cheese, and I get a side of coleslaw, and it makes me happier than almost anything.
Do you ever feel like because you're going for this same image every time, you're kind of getting burnt out, even though you love that stuff?
That's interesting, because I think, last thing I'll say about Crewdson, like at the end of the doc, he says that, and this is something that I believe, he says, it's gonna sound so, but he said that like, he believes that like every artist has like a specific story that they feel compelled to tell, like that's specific to their experience, and the hard part is like telling and then retelling that story over and over and over again. And for me, this I guess is what I feel is my story. Everything that I've taken, besides probably just like the past 2 shoots, aren't like representative of like what I see myself as like a photographer, because it's like I think I've realized this year probably kind of more closely like what I want to do. So I don't feel like I've like burnt that out yet, because I'll probably burn it out after I shoot these 20 shoots, and then like and then people will be like, okay, this guy needs to do something different. But like as of right now, I don't think I've burnt it out yet. But it's probably a fun car. So I went to New York because the magazine that we make, I make with Chet and Alex, Enzo The Magazine, we got picked up by this tech startup called Eternal, which was based out of New York. We met them in like, I think late 21, and they were like just kind of interested in us. And they gave us like a first round of money. They gave us like a certain amount and said like, yeah, we want to see what you're able to make with this like amount of money. So we ran through it pretty quickly, and they were like, okay, what's the like? How do you guys really get this going? Like, how do we really lock in? And we were like, we all have jobs. And then they were like, okay, why don't we just fully employ you guys as Eternal employees, which was the name of their company, but have you guys only work on Enzo stuff. So like Eternal or Enzo would kind of act underneath the branch of Eternal. And we were like, of course. So we did that for like a year, which was sick. But obviously that kind of like fell through. Honestly, what they did was still fucking insane. And we're so fortunate to have had that experience, because for that year, we were paid a good amount of money to just make what we were gonna make anyway. Like it was kind of like a too good to be true situation, which ended up being too good to be true. So you can't really get mad at it.
It feels like maybe from like the outside, you kind of took like a backseat on like Enzo stuff.
Yeah.
Was that like intentional or?
Yeah, like after I stopped working for like Enzo with Eternal, as soon as that like situation stopped, I was like immediately thrilled, because I was like, oh, I've always wanted to do like the photo thing has been in like the back of my mind as like the main thing for a minute, and I've never really fully committed to it because I've always had like other obligations or other things that I was like preoccupied with. So like when that happened is when like I realized, okay, I actually do want to finally pursue this like 100%. Yeah. I still will. I'm still a part of Enzo, and I'll still always probably make Enzo stuff, but right now I definitely want to only make the stuff that's like only me. Because right now it's still unrealized, the photo thing. Even though I've been doing photo way more now, it's still like I still don't see myself having a body of work that like concretely is like, okay, this is kind of who I am. Yeah. As long as that's the case, and I feel like I still haven't reached that point, I only want to do photos. After that, then I'll feel like I have a little bit more freedom to like work on everything else again. But yeah, Enzo's great. What's up, YouTube? Back again with another vlog. Today we're doing public indecency challenge. All right, let's get it going. I'm joking.
How was like growing up in LA for you as a kid?
So I grew up in Santa Clarita, which is like in LA County, but it's like still far, so it didn't feel. So it's definitely a different experience than if I grew up like in the city, because it's just like suburbs that's kind of out of the way. And I enjoyed it. Like I just remember like as soon as I turned 16, I immediately got my driver's license because I wanted to go to the city as much as possible. Like I was like the first one out of all my friends that got my license, so like we always came to the city. Just growing up in the LA area probably, I mean, obviously had an impact on what I was interested in at the time. Like if I grew up in like Kansas or something, I don't know if I'd want to make what I make, just because like we're in like the Mecca, or not Mecca, but just like a entertainment hub. Yeah, for sure. I grew up making films with my two older brothers. Like that's what we spent like a good amount of our childhood doing. Like my older brother Sal was like always super into movies, and I'm the youngest, so I like definitely followed. And like usually I was just like the actor of the stuff that we made, and I was like never like the person who was actually like creating the stories or anything. I was more just like on camera. So I did that for a while, and then I just think that when I was a kid I was probably told one too many times I was good at math, so I kind of like pursued like a more structured, because also I didn't have well, first and foremost, I didn't know that I had a potential of liking making these things, other than the fact that it was like fun, just like doing it with my brothers and friends and stuff. Like I didn't know that that was like even really an option. And then 2, I just like the idea of like the security of an established job. So I then like kind of shelved that all, and then like went to school to study economics, and then was gonna just like do that, maybe like either be an economist or work in finance somewhere. My family is always like has been supportive of what I choose to do. I don't see, yeah, maybe I take that for granted too, because that's always been available, but kind of what I was saying before, their support means a lot to me, but I think also, or actually their support does mean a lot to me, but I also don't think they entirely understand what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody does, which is fine, because like I'm so just starting out.
It's been like a happy moment for you
A happy moment?
this year.
Well, I think probably like one of the happiest moments of my life was definitely the Food Brick premiere. Like I genuinely think that's like probably like the biggest accomplishment in my life. Like, cause like that project fucking sucked. Like it killed me, bro. Cause like I was with it for so long, and everyone hated it, and I was like, every day that I worked more on it, I was like, I'm sinking myself into like a deeper and deeper hole, because like I thought it was like just like I just really lost faith in it. But then
Like nobody was fucking with it.
nobody was fucking with it at all. And then but I had to see it through, and then finally cut it together. And then our friend Wes had like some notes that really helped it too. And then once I finally, this was like 2 days before the LA premiere. We had a New York one a couple months before, and it was like the cut wasn't that good. But when we re-edited it, like a day or something before the premiere, I was like, dude, this is like, I was so proud of it, and it took such a long time to get there that when we premiered it, first of all, like premiering at Brain Dead was crazy, and then also friends from like elementary school were there, high school friends were there, college friends, co-workers from past jobs, family, like every single part of my life, like all kind of came together. And then and then I'm really proud of the ending of it too. And then like it all kind of like crescendoed into like a moment. I was like, dude, this is like I was really happy with that.
I guess just going back a bit, like, do you remember the first time you picked up a camera?
I can show you the first photo I took on my first camera, because it was an Olympus OM10, and then I put in my first roll of film, and then this was the first photo. It's a blurry photo of my mom on the couch.
So then in that moment, did something click to you?
No,
or not
absolutely not.
How old were you?
I was, this was 20, bruh, it's been so long. I was 18. I'm 25 now.
What do you wish someone, like a kid, like in their bedroom, like takes away from what you do?
I think genuinely, like the thing that would mean the most to me, that I would like probably get like moved by, is if somebody was like, by seeing your work, I felt more able and inspired to truly express myself through whatever medium that they choose. Like I think if somebody said that to me, like I would really be super hyped.
How do you? What's give us a rundown on what's going on right now?
So we just pulled up. It's 8:10. I'm setting up outside lights first. So like my main thing that I'm a bit scared of is the owner, or like the person in the store, saying like, whoa, this is like a place of business, like just freaking out, whatever. So I want to set up everything outside first, so I don't have to like, so I can just then set up the lights and then fog machine, and then immediately be ready to shoot. So that's what I'm doing. So setting up the main light and the secondary light, and then after that, inside lights, and then place everybody, block it out, and then run the fog machine last, and then try to get it as fast as possible afterward.
Are you feeling good though?
I'm so nervous, bro.
Really well done.
I forgot the,
Yeah, like all different styles.
it's pretty high actually.
That girl's like really.
He's stood here like this. Okay, it just has to swivel a bit. Let's set up the lights inside now.
Leeban, when did I meet you?
I feel like years ago, bro.
But it wasn't.
It was years ago, no?
It was only like 2 years ago.
Oh, no, it was the first Enzo, or the Enzo event at the fucking weekend you were filming.
Oh,
That was the
where we
first
had a
time?
stand.
Whoa.
I met Leeban because I was
That's
working
good.
for him. He was my boss, and he was like, "This is what you need to do," and I was like, "Yes, sir, Leeban." And I've looked up to him ever since. Now I'm honored to be in one of his photos. It's my big brother.
Really good.
Leeban and I work together on a good amount of stuff. I feel like with his photography, I sort of am giving him his ideas and sort of helping, sort of pulling the strings from the background. He's constantly like, bro, I have no ideas. And I'm like, try this. Oh, what if it was at a convenience store? And he just runs with it.
Leeban is like Wes's puppet. Leeban's like this.
And I'm like, here. I'm like, do another crazy shoot. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, do a cowboy in makeup outside playing guitar. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have his
fucking crazy.
I can sit next to him actually like here. Yeah. Like sit next to him and something. Oh, you can have your bag there. I think that could be cool. I just want to make sure you guys are in frame. Yeah, sorry, I know it's dirty. Can somebody stand there?
Want me to go?
Yeah. Can you go there? Stand in the doorway and then look.
And then so because it started from.
No, at the thing.
Yeah. Someone was like, came and like my girlfriend's face, and I think he was like, yeah, if you win this.
Yo, Jack, when you're standing there, look at the light. Does it look like it's on you right here? This light?
Dude, that would be.
Is it angled perfectly towards you? What needs to change? Okay, can Wes or Fletcher, can somebody, like Jack is gonna tell you how to like move the light more towards him. Great. All right. I don't know where the. Yeah. Really beautiful.
Dude, Leeban sucks. I hate that guy.
Why?
No. I love him. I mean, normally, every other shoot, we came up. I gotta be careful with it. It used to be just us two. I would be holding the light, he'd be taking the photo. We were out there hustling. Oh, now he's Mr. Big Time. He's got a whole documentary crew following him around. He's got casting directors. He's got famous talent Jack Balaban.
You're taking over his fucking documentary out of all
Do
people.
you know?
He needs to fucking be in. Like, oh, I have to.
This guy was literally. He's like. They're making the new Stranger Things show, and he's one of the leads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He replaced.
Dude, no, this is the Dare. You should check out his music. He's blowing up
Dare?
right.
I like the girls who think.
Yeah, let me see your song.
Yeah, sing that one.
We like your girls who take drugs.
I'm gonna do this. Who said that to you?
No camera, yeah, no. The Dare doesn't like cameras.
Trying to set up the lights and then the fog machine, so he's just moving the outlet so it's closer because this cable's a bit short. And great, thank you. Jack, alright, can you guys clear frame? Jack, David. Yeah, I actually like you guys smiling. Last thing I'm gonna say, but like, I actually, because when you're playing the game, you're kind of like smirking. Like, I think you guys are talking, and like, just do that. Wes, I'll tell you when to stop. Just hold it down. Yep.
Which is good. You just need to make sure you can get that. Right, and the power settings on there. Super.
I should get one portrait. Just why not?
And then the back.
Open the door and lock. Yeah, open it all the way. All right, and stand there. 3, 2. Did it flash go off?
Yeah.
All right, one more time. 3, 2. Oh, Wes, get out of frame. Just duck. 3, 2. I'm gonna run it.
But yeah, no, that guy's got a career too though. He definitely knew that we were coming, and he's like, I gotta make my place in me look as cool as I possibly can.
Can you pick up the fog? Like, can I have the fog be like up here? Yeah.
Someone is going insane with the geek part. It's important to ask questions.
Yeah, let's try that.
How you learn.
Okay. Jack. All right, can you guys clear frame? Fuck, dude, I just poked this. This is the last batch of photos, by the way. Fletcher, take like 2 steps forward. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, perfect. All right, yep, yeah, ready. All right, 3, 2, 1, stay still, all the way still. All right, stay still, hold. Wait, camera shaking. 3, 2. The light's going off. All right, 3, 2. All right, hold. All right, hold. 3, 2. 3, 2. 3, 2. Fuck, I'm. All right, that's it. We're done. Thanks, guys. Sick.
Okay.
We did it.
So.
Let me get the film out. Oh my gosh.
Shit.
Dude. I appreciate you. Hour and 36 minutes we've been here.
The whole day yesterday we returned, and it'll be like 20 minutes and then
I
we're
know.
out here.
Where's your shit? Where should I put everything? Just like here-ish?
Yeah, we put everything in Jack's car. Alright, so it's safe.
So it's kind of frustrating to like get some really good smoke going, and then you just have to sit there and like wait. All about the final shot. The ends justify the means, as they say. And in these shoots, we don't care what happens as long as we get that shot. We've lost people, but we got the shot.
Like, this is kind of like the first time someone's making a video of you the way we are. Like, how have you felt about it?
Dude, because I didn't think about it. I mean, I kind of told you at the end of the interview yesterday, but I haven't really thought about this too much. I was just like, oh, that should be cool, and then started doing it. But after you guys left, I was like, dude, I was texting Alex, I was like, dude, like, this is, so, I don't know, like, it's so weird because it's, like, so vulnerable. And, like, this is going to be, like, the most open I've been about, like, myself personally. And, like, everything I've made, I mean, it's bits and pieces or, like, so, like, if somebody's like, yo, I fucking hate that photo or whatever, it's like, oh, that's totally okay. It's, like, not really for you or whatever, but whatever. But if somebody's, like, commenting, like, dude, this guy's an asshole, it's like, that's really who I am to my core. So, like, that shit will crush me. Also, every single person that I told, I was like, oh, so my homies are, like, shooting, like, this video on me. Every single person's first reaction was like, why?
Because I take photos, but my photos are heavily edited. Like, most of the stuff that's in my photos wasn't there when I took the photo. It's very, like, I just Photoshop stuff in, 3D model stuff, toss it in. And your style is so different from mine. And hearing you talk about what inspires it, what the passion you have behind that, like, made me appreciate your style so much more. And, like, it's, like, really sick because it's, like, so different from my approach.
Yeah.
And I feel like seeing that side is so, like, just cool to see, you know?
Appreciate you saying that.
Oh, yeah.
So this, like, shoot wasn't one that, like, is, like, super personal or anything like that. It's honestly, like, more of a test, like a proof of concept for a bigger one that is, like, gonna be, like, the most important photo I've taken to that point. And I had to like make sure everything was good for that. So like that's like really what a big chunk of today was about. I think it went great. It really honestly couldn't have gone better. Like the guy was super chill. He let us stay there for like as long, honestly, for as long. I kept saying yesterday or whatever, it'd take like 15 minutes. We were there for like an hour and 30 minutes. And he was so chill. He like worked at he was like a photographer or something like that. He like worked at some studio. I can't remember what they said.
He worked at a studio.
He worked at a studio, so he was like, he knows the vibes.
I guess just like as a send off for someone that wants to do what you were doing, what would you say to them?
I would probably not overthink it, and I think like myself included, a lot of people get tripped up into like thinking that kind of the stars have to align in a certain way to like for them to start of like, oh, this is not ready or this is not ready. I need to make sure like I'm in this period of my life, or like just like a bunch of stuff, like getting everything organized or put together before they embark on something or release something. I think that's probably not the way to go. Anything that's like a roadblock or like halting your progression, like don't pay too much attention to that. So that, and also like something I said yesterday I think is huge, that like everybody you're looking up to, like all your favorite artists, blah blah, like you can't think of their path and their trajectory as like concrete, like it was their destiny to be who they are today. Like it was set in stone. It was always meant for them. Like there is no separation between us and them. Like obviously like we're all the same, and like that definitely can obviously happen to you too. There's like, again, like it really is simple. There's just like it's just work and like a ton of steps in between like you and what you want to do and everything. So I would say, yeah, don't overthink it. Don't see the people that you look up to as different than you, and yeah, just do it and put it out. Like don't think of it as like, oh, this is like, let me like put it out. You'll learn from it. It will kind of also fuel you to go harder on the next project. But yeah, make sure you put it out and don't keep stuff to yourself. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was entertaining. And shout out Crewdson, shout out Hopper, shout out all the people that inspired me. Shout out people that are like, yeah. I have nothing to say. I have nothing cool to say.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
When the shadow is coming, you find a way to bring me home.
Like what others are doing in LA, that is the creative part of LA. But when we went to our vacation to Africa, and he was hustling to get the best photos or best moment to capture about the situations that we were in, no matter what, if people want it or not. And he got up early in the morning to do that all the way at night. And he was hustling in the midst of all the people that hustle their life, and in the morning get up and hustle, and he was among them to do his part. I realized, oh my God, these people are doing their thing to get few dollars a day to hustle, and here he is among them doing his thing to hustle. So that put my perspective of, I realized that, everybody has a passion about something, and my son has a passion about doing his. From my heart, Leeban is my youngest child. He will be my youngest child, and I want him to know that no matter what, whatever he has a passion for to do the rest of his life, we are here for him and we support him. And that is what it is. This world is about. It's just what you like, go for it. And we're here.